I'm here with Steve Kerr, and today we are launching your book.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is the second book. It's Never Over Until I Win. It's the first of the installment of 5 children books.
Okay, what are we expecting today?
Well, we are expecting a crowd, and we are expecting to captivate the audience with the storytelling ability, and also it's a business network symposium. We have our Honorable Mayor Patrick Brown. He is the keynote speaker, and he's going to be talking about entrepreneurship and economic empowerment, because we really do want to put Brampton on the map when it comes to business.
Do you live in Brampton?
I have been living in Brampton for 44 years. I love the city of Brampton. I immigrated from Jamaica to Canada to Brampton, and this is my home.
Wow. What inspired you to write children's book?
Well, I see the way things are going right now with children, where they're being directed in a negative way, and it seems that by the time they get to that age of 10, 11, into that preteen area, it seems like their mind is already made up in certain directions. So I got inspired to write children's book is because at the mind where their mind is still sponge, where you could influence them in a positive way. So the materials in which I put out all my books, they're really positive vibration. They have positive messages, inspirations, etc.
Can you give us some examples of how children have been connecting with your books?
Yes. First and foremost, you have to have a powerful story, and then the ability for you to orate the story, to allow their imagination to flow. That's how you captivate children. So I don't read my story. I have never read a story in front of a child. I tell the story. And so that's why, I have the hands-free microphone, because you can't really tell a story effectively holding a microphone in your hand. And just watch the faces of the children as you tell the story, because really and truly, their faces tell you if they're being captivated by the story or not.
So what is your experience so far today with the kids? Because I saw the kids connecting with the book and the story.
Well, you asked the question. Now I got to go over there and get it, because this is the staff of imagination, and essentially it was actually birthed today. It was a stick that I was walking in the woods, and I actually found this stick. I just loved the shape of it, and I took it and I brought it home, and it was at my house. And so when I was creating a character, I then started to play it in my mind, and I said, okay, he's a wise character, and if he's a wise character, he has to have some kind of symbol to show wisdom. And that's where I said, oh, I have this stick that I found in the woods. And so I brought the stick in, and would you believe what happened today happened for the first time? This now becomes the stick of imagination. And I said to the children, this stick has certain powers that when you hold the stick, it gives you the ability to tell a story. And then I said, who wants to tell a story? And all their hands went up. Yeah.
So this stick symbolizes wisdom.
Yes, the stick symbolizes wisdom. It symbolizes the ability to imagine, dare to dream.
We're here today to support Steve Kerr.
Yes, and also to talk about my book.
Okay.
My name is Lucy Ruth, and I just published this book called Debunk and Develop Your Mind. So the book talks about everything in life that starts with a D is bad. Mainly the things that we deal with every day starts with a D. So I sat one day and I thought, oh my goodness, why is it everything that I think of that everybody's struggling with starts with a D? You look at people who are in domestic abuse situations, it starts with a D. Drug addiction starts with a D. Depression starts with a D. Disease starts with a D. Divorce starts with a D. Death starts with a D, and debt starts with a D. And everywhere in the world, no matter where you are, you could be living in Australia, you could be living in Zimbabwe, you could be living in Ghana, you could be living in Jamaica. Everybody faces these problems. The D's into something positive. Like, it's okay to feel bad sometimes, but how are we gonna feel better tomorrow? What are we going to do to support our people that are feeling from these bad days of life?
Okay, I have one question there. Is there any story in this book that reflects your own personal experience in life?
Yes, it does. Like the thing that made me write this book is because growing up in Africa, my mother committed suicide.
Oh, you are from Africa?
Yes.
Where in Africa?
From Zimbabwe.
Oh.
Yes, I'm from Zimbabwe, Africa. So my mother committed suicide at the age of when I was 10. So at that age, I didn't know that I was depressed. I later realized that I suffered from depression from growing up and experiences. So I took that experience and I put it down, and I want to help people that are going through the same, that there's help. There's so many things. You don't have to feel alone. We are here to help each other. Yes.
Thank you so much. So when are you launching the book?
The book was launched already and published. It's available on Amazon. It's called Debunk and Develop Your Mind. And it's also available on our website. It's called www.debunkdevelop.com. So if you go on Amazon, look for Lucy Ruth, Debunk and Develop Your Mind.
All right, so we're moving along. This is a business empowerment seminar and network. So I want to ask everybody out there right now that has a business or something that they want to plug from a business perspective. The floor is yours. Nebo TV is here. She has a very large network. So, you know, the lawyers that are out there, the musicians that are out there, anybody that has a business that they want, you get some seconds to plug your business, and it's going to go out in social media. All right, so I'm here with my good friend, all right, medalsonthewall.com. You guys got to remember that. That's medalsonthewall.com. Yes. Guys, that's going to become a household name. Remember that. medalsonthewall.com. This is not just ordinary metal on your wall. This is metal with purpose. This is metal that has motivational sayings, and it serves a unique purpose that I wish I had this when I was younger, because I got to tell you, Troy, I probably had maybe about 500 medals.
You're kidding.
Yes, no kidding. I started running track. I could remember I was 7 years old. I'm 54 years old now, and I'm still running track. I'm actually representing the Masters level. I'm actually going to be at the Masters Olympics representing Jamaica. So I'm still competing, and I'm thinking all those years, all those medals, I don't know where they are now. But if I had a device like this that holds your medals, and it's something of a decorative. I don't know if you guys see during the Remembrance Day. You know, the Remembrance Day when the veterans come out and they have the crest and they have all the medals uniquely pinned to their jacket. Well, this is something that serves that same purpose, but instead of pinning it on yourself, because it'll be a little ridiculous if you walk around, but you put it on your wall, okay? You put it on your wall, and it becomes a great conversational piece, because when people come over your house, not only they're going to get a motivational saying out over it, then they're going to say, oh, who won that medal? And so forth. And so what that also does, that continues the inspiration inside of your child, because now he's looking at the achievement in which he's done over the process of time. So I think this serves a great purpose, that the medals no longer have to be in a box collecting dust and forgotten, right? Now, tell me, Troy, did I cover it all, or is there something else you'd like to say?
You pretty much covered it all.
Okay, so medalsonyourwall.com. There's so many young people out there that could use this right now. We got birthdays, we got Christmas coming up, because, hey, Christmas always coming up, all right? So you just think about it right now. I need you guys, why don't you tell us contact information and where's your location?
We are an online business, so Amazon started online too, right?
Okay.
Right. So we're online, but you can certainly order online, and we will be at numerous sports venues throughout the city over the next coming months. Track meets, you name it, basketball venues, hockey. We're going to be there.
Okay.
So you're going to see us all around.
Awesome.
Okay? All right.
Put your hands together for Troy right now. That's all awesome. Medalsonthewall.com. I got one more question to ask you, Troy. You being an entrepreneur, and this is the beginning, but as for other products, can you share with us maybe something else you have that you're planning on birthing as well?
Yeah, these products are only the beginning. My plans are for our company to expand, of course, on the product line. So we're going to be modifying this product for. So yes, ribbons are very valuable to athletes, but they're medals are very valuable to athletes rather, but we can't forget about the ribbons. Those mean something too, because athletes who compete and don't win medals, a lot of them have ribbons, and the products that you see here will be modified to hold medals and ribbons in the near future, in the coming months as well. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you very much for that. Okay, we got Israel in the house. I'm going to holler at you right now, Israel, because I know that you got something to say. You're coming all the way from Toronto. Oh, look at that. All right. Well, let's do the presentation. Listen, the gentleman I'm about to introduce, we just met last month. We just happened to be at the same print shop at the same time. And while he was waiting for his products to be printed, we started having a conversation. And look, here he is. As a man of his word, he says, you know what? I'm going to come to your event, Steve, because the conversation we just had, we just connected. And I said, hey, we're going to move. And I said, what are you here for? And he says, well, you know, I hear he's printing up some. And I said, well, let me see your hoodies. And he opened the box and I said, well, you got a problem. And he says, well, what's the problem? I said, you ain't got my color. And he said, well, what's your color? And I said, well, that's my color. And I said, can you hook me up? He says, yeah. So right there, boom, I gave him the money. And here it is. He's here to deliver my, and you know what? Why don't you hold the microphone? Right. I know you got something to say, but
I didn't get the gold you wanted, though. You know what I mean? But it's pretty close.
All right. So what's the name of your brand?
One,
Pull it. It's coming your way.
One Life ENT. One Life Entertainment. It's
One Life Entertainment. So
it's a label.
Yes. What is One Life Entertainment? What is it?
It's a label and it's a movement, and we just trying to master our art of living. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So label, you're dealing with music.
Yeah, music. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a music industry.
Music
so
and
you
entertainment.
consider yourself right now a producer?
No, I'm a music artist.
Oh, you're a music artist.
Yeah, music artist. Yeah,
all right. So do you have any aspirations in as you go along, perhaps maybe shifting into doing producing later? Or?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But right now
I do like a little bit of producing right now.
Okay.
But it's just like it's not what I've mastered yet.
Okay. Give us the digits.
I go by Mil Israel. So MILLISRAEL.
Right now, bro. Yeah.
And yeah, follow the movement.
Phone number, contact, you get your website, you give us all that?
Spotify, iTunes, Mil Israel, Google Play, Tidal Music, everything Mil Israel.
All right.
That look good on you, man.
There it is. There it is. That's the brand right there, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you,
Thanks
man.
for coming.
Appreciate
all right.
it.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right, so look out. He don't have the date yet. When he gives me the date, I'll be putting it on my social media so you'll be able to reach out and touch someone. All right? Respect, my brother. All right, thank you.
What's your name?
It's Trisha Simon.
Okay, why are you here today to support Steve?
I'm here to support Steve. I am a lawyer by trade. So I practice family law, I practice immigration, and actually I just started a recruitment agency to bring in skilled workers to Canada called 830 Recruiting. And I came here because I met Steve at another event, and I thought his initiative was very good in terms of empowering people.
So you live in Brampton?
No, I actually live in Toronto.
Okay. So what are you expecting today?
Today, I'm expecting to get a few tips in terms of self-improvement because the sky's the limit in terms of what you can reach.
Yes, so my friend Prince, he actually has his own business. So Prince, why don't you tell us what you do on the side?
So thanks, Steve. I'm actually doing bookkeeping on the side. I started this business about a year ago. Have about 3 clients right now. And it's really just helping businesses establish the right financial fundamentals to make sure that they're not losing money each month.
Right. Did you hear that? So they're not losing money each month. So what would you say right now is an ideal client for you? Like you said that you have 3 clients, but you have individuals from big to small or whatnot. How can you facilitate right now?
So majority of our clients are on the smaller scale or more service-based. We do deal with daycares, real estate agents, investors, but I'm open to really doing anything that's related to the service sector. The product-based industry is not really my forte, but if you need help in that, I'm more than happy to provide you some free advice there.
Awesome. And did you hear that? The man says he'll give you some complimentary advice. He's done a world of good for me. I'm so glad that I have met Prince and, working with him with the city of Brampton. And I just want to see everything that he does succeed. And we just build up Brampton together. So here you are. You have an opportunity to start a business. You got somebody that can help you manage the business and so forth. So just give us a nugget of something that a person should be looking out for as you start a business in your field. Give a few words of wisdom pertaining to that.
So in terms of bookkeeping, or
yes.
So when you're looking at doing bookkeeping, make sure you understand your client's ideal needs. It can be a little tricky because every client is different, but the more you focus on, what are they looking for specifically? Do they need help with HST filing? Do they need help with income tax filing? Do they need help with reconciliation? Try to come up with a checklist of things that you can understand from your client, and then take that, and from that, then you develop a proper quote.
Okay. So you being a bookkeeper, you're not an accountant, or you are an accountant?
That's a very good question. We're a team of 3. Mm-hmm. And I recently just brought on an accountant.
Okay.
So I studied finance at Sheridan, but I did bookkeeping for about 3 years for a private company, which was...
Hi, DJ Pull Up.
Hi. You're live in Mix with DJ Pull Up. Righteous and positive sounds. Turn your life around. DJ Pull up, not down. Everybody, turn your life around. All right? This is DJ Pull Up. Music for your heart, mind, body, and soul. My God, take full control. Right?
Where are you from, DJ Pull Up?
Well, I was born in Montréal. Comment ça va? Ça va bien? Comment tu vas tout? Tout les français? Yeah, comme ça. Background, a Yardie, so Jamaican, but rep Canada, born Yasson, so rep Canada, rep Yardie, So we have to be diversity, right?
Oh, okay. Born in Montreal and raised in Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto. I was living in the States, Fort Lauderdale, Jamaica, so I've been around a little bit, right?
What are you doing now, DJ? Ole DJ?
Yeah, DJ. I DJ. I run a security business. I have an energy drink business called Bullets, and that's what I do. I like to work with people, work for you, work with me, work together as a team, and set leadership. Right. So that's pretty much what I do.
Thank you for what you are doing. Okay, you are very entertaining. I enjoy the music, especially the Nigerian music.
Okay. Yes. I'm very versatile. I play righteous and positive sound is a sound. So not just only gospel music, but positive music that uplifts you, influences you at any time at a point of day or time. So music that builds you.
Thank you.